The KNUST scientists have predicted Ghana's greenhouse gas emission will double by 2030. The scientists and KNUST have said the study led by Dr. Yen Adam Sokama Nyam of the Department of Petroleum Engineering arrived at this conclusion based on analysis of recent findings.
As a country, we need to fight climate change. And climate change is driven by greenhouse gas emission. We as a country, we have made it our priority to reduce greenhouse gas emission. The government have said it time and over. They are aiming to reduce emission by about 15% by the year 2030, which is a very good ambition. Now, if we decide that we want to reduce emission, first of all, we need to know the emission rate of our country. We need to be able to monitor it. That means we need to have some tools that can help us to monitor, and we need to be able to predict our emission into the future. As a country, we've done well in collecting emission data. From 1990, we have collected a lot of emission data which are in different institutions. Okay. What we did was simply bring these emission data together and try to analyze them to see how our emission has been changing over the years. And then based on that, we use machine learning to try to predict our emission into the near future. And we've done the prediction from 2016 to 2030. And based on the study, actually, if we are going by our current trajectory, our emission is not going to go down by 15% by the year 2030, but rather is going to more than double by the year 2030. So that was what this research was all about. Then another finding that we made was that most of our emission that is coming from the energy sector is coming from the transportation, that is driving of cars and stuff like that. Yeah. Now, the reasons are that most of us use cars. I think as a country, you either have a car or at least you are aiming to buy one. And also, most of our cars are pretty old. Even as a person, I'm using a used car. Most people in Ghana drive used cars, and these cars are not fuel efficient, so they tend to emit more greenhouse gases into the environment. So one solution that we propose is mass transportation. Now, you may propose, for example, electric vehicles, but how many people in Ghana can afford electric vehicles? Do we even have the power to be able to power these cars around? You know, you may propose maybe solar vehicles. That is more realistic, but even that, to what extent can we be able to get this within this time space of, let's say, 2023 to 2030? We will not be able to get that. But we can begin to build infrastructure for mass transportation. We can travel by train. Okay, the government is trying to develop that. So we can invest in these areas, and it will help us to reduce emission. Another area we can go is to blend our fuel. Instead of using just the fossil fuels, we can go into biofuels, which we have technology in this institution to produce. And then we blend it with the fossil fuels, and that will reduce emission as well. So these are some of the areas that we have looked at.